You are now listening to FAB Radio.
And welcome to FAB Radio. My name is Lindsay Collins, and I am your host. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for all of the feedback on the last episode, which was called A Dish of Peppermint Ice Cream. I went a little weird on you and just dropped that in there on a Wednesday, no warning, and just told you a real sad story. And I was blown away. I honestly was so nervous to put that out because I had no intention of sharing that. I was just kind of doing an exercise to kind of get myself writing. Again, it was just going to be for me. And then I ended up really kind of liking it in a sad way, in like a goth girl way. And I decided to share it. But then after so when you post the podcasts, I record them the night before, and then I put them up and schedule the post so that it posts at midnight while I'm asleep. And as soon as I post them, or schedule the post rather, I lay in my bed and just am like, I should delete that for like an hour. I just pretty much say I should delete that over and over in my head, and just fight the urge to delete it until I fall asleep and then wake up and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's too late. 1,000 people already downloaded it. So it's out there. There's no taking it down. Once you put something on the internet, you never really erase it, even if you take it down. So I left it, and then I just kind of braced for the feedback of well, that was so depressing or weird or not what this podcast is for. And it was the opposite. It was so many of you were more stories. And I, thank you. Thanks for caring about that story and for the genuine, very well thought out, kindly worded feedback about how much you liked it. I really do love to write, and it's something that I am always kind of shy about and trying to do behind the scenes. And your words when you guys say stuff like that, it's so encouraging and it makes me want to do it more. So thank you for that. And thank you for bearing with me. I did have one long time listener who was like, am I going to cry because I'm about to start my cycle? And I was like, you know what? You might want to save it for another day. Because I did get emotional reading it. I wasn't expecting that. I was writing it. I wasn't crying while I was writing it. And then when I went to read it out loud, I was like, oof, something in my throat. There's some sadness in my throat. But it was honestly very fun to write. I just can't thank you enough for being down for something weird on a Wednesday. Maybe I'll start maybe that'll be the Weird Wednesday. It'll just be some small vignette that I write, which would keep me accountable on my writing goals. And it would also, make sure I do the episode on it. It's a win-win. It's a win-win Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. But anyway, I'm going to try to make this show not as morose and depressing. And it's going to be a quick one because I'm actually about to go to a show, which will have already happened by the time you hear this, but I'm going to the live taping at the Sparrow. There's some amazing comics that are doing stand-up tonight in Park Circle, and I'm so excited to go. Josh Bates, shout out to Josh Bates, Low Country Low Lifes. Love you guys. Thanks for the shout out when you won the City Paper Award and defeated me and just left me for dead. No, they didn't leave me for dead. They were so kind. And I'm excited to see some stand-up tonight. Tim Heckle is going to be there. Dangston Hughes is going to be there. So many great comics. Josh Bates is doing a set. It's a taping. And of course, Hagen's doing a set. So I'm super pumped. And I haven't just gone and attended a comedy show in a really long time because one, don't leave my house. And when I do, it's because I'm in a comedy show. So I'm excited to just be a patron and hang out. And if you don't know about the Sparrow, it's in Park Circle and they're booking some really cool stand-up acts there all the time. So you should definitely check it out, especially if you live where I live in North Charleston. It's really fun to go. Stems and Skins is there. EVO Pizzeria is fire. I might get a Rippin' Hot Calzone. You know, that's my summertime favorite food is to just eat crazy amounts, like 2 to 3 pounds of cheese stuffed inside bread in the summer. That's how I roll. You know, it's like when you go into the desert and you wear extra clothes, it's like that. You just go ahead and start sweating and that cools you off. So that's my thought process. But anyway, I'm excited to go to that show. And then next week, if you are in town or if you live here, but you're attending the FAB conference, that's FAB, Females in Business, Food and Beverage, Females and Baddies. I'm not really sure which acronym is the real one, but I know that it is definitely geared towards food and beverage and women in business. And I'm going to be there. And I'm so excited. I have not ever attended FAB, and I'm so excited because I'm actually going to be moderating one panel about media, like training and etiquette. So there's some really cool people on this panel. I'm just moderating, but it'll be fun. So if you're attending, like stop by that one. I don't know how it works, if anyone can go to anything, but I'm going to give you the schedule real quick. Let me just pull it up. Hang on one sec. Okay, here it is. So Monday, which is June. Oh, damn. What days are days? What are the days? Monday is the 12th. Okay. Monday's the 12th. That's what day it starts. I mean, there's some events. Anyway, if you're in town and you want to hang out, hit me up before then because I'll be kind of around the FAB campus, the FAB campus all the early part of the week. And I'm going to the opening ceremony and all that stuff. It's like the Olympics. There's opening and closing ceremonies. But Monday, 2 o'clock to 3:15, I'm going to do a round table. And the title is, So You Want to Be a Podcaster? So it'll be me kind of talking to a small-ish group. I don't know how that works. Again, I don't know what it's like on the attending side. But if you can drop in and you want to drop in, 2 o'clock to 3:15 on Monday, I will be doing a podcasting roundtable to try to just, spread the good word about what podcasts can do for you, which I think is obviously a lot. So I would love to see you there. And then Tuesday, 9:30 to 10:45, #influence roundtable. And this one is really just about how to kind of find your voice on social media, which, full transparency, I'm still trying to figure that out. If you listen to that episode about overnight oats, which thank you to all of you who hit me up and were like, fuck the algorithm. Overnight oats rule. You are the best. So yeah, 9:30 to 10:45, I'm doing that roundtable on Tuesday. And then Tuesday from 11:15 to 12:30 is the media training and etiquette panel, which I'm moderating. But there's so many badasses on that panel. And coming to the whole conference, everybody that attends is super cool. It's such a fun time to kind of connect with women in food and beverage. So I'm pumped to be there. A huge shout out and thank you to Ginny and Randy Weinstein for including me in this year's FAB conference. It's a big honor. And I cannot wait to see who's there and who you run into. You never know. It's one of those things where you might bump into your idol. It's that star-studded. So I'm going to be bouncing around, dropping in on stuff, and hopefully I'll see you there. So if you're from out of town and you listen to the show, or you're just, somebody somebody that I used to know, hit me up. You can message me on F&B Radio's Instagram or my personal, or if you have my phone number, text me and let me know you're in town, and I'll see you on the campus. I feel excited. I feel like I'm going to summer camp, and I didn't really get to do that when I was a kid because I was homeschooled. My mom was like, "You think you're going to go to camp? You've never even been to school." So there's just no way I would make it at camp. And turns out I did go to camp one time and I fucking hated it. But as an adult, I think camp is fun because, I love snacks and breaks, and I like waking up early in the summer and carrying a notebook around and learning. I'm pumped. I cannot wait. I hope to see you at the round tables. I'm going to post the schedule in the show notes so that if you are attending FAB, you can maybe come find me. And if you didn't get a ticket to FAB this year, truly, there's so much incredible topics and information that are covered by true pros in the industry. It's worth its weight in gold. The price of admission, it is worth it. The people that you meet, the people that you can hear from and ask questions directly to, and just insight that you can get if you're in this wild industry of food and beverage and want to kind of level up your knowledge. So definitely, if you didn't get tickets to this year's, stay tuned and follow them. I'm going to put their link in the show notes too, so that you know next time when the tickets get released, and maybe you can join us. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the weekend. I'm going to just chill. And I feel like, after all that emotional outpouring from Wednesdays, weird Wednesdays kind of make sense though. I think I can get down with a weird Wednesday. If you guys are down for that journey, who knows? Let's just get weird on a Wednesday together. So I'm going to try to get another one. I'm trying to write another little vignette, put it up on Wednesday. And just as a reminder, as we get closer, it's already June 8th, which is insane, but mark your calendar. July, not this month, the other J month. I got confused with a client. They were like, I don't know why I just couldn't get July and June straight. And I kept going back and forth, and they were like, man, are you okay? July and June are different months. But anyway, I'm aware now that June is the month that we're in and July is the next one. But July 22nd, there's a party at our house. It's going to be a really fun art show. There's going to be snacks. Robert Pratt is coming down. We're going to be handling shit in the kitchen. It's going to be a vibe, if you know what I mean. So there's no tickets to that. It's free to anybody who wants to attend. Food while supplies last, but art all night long. Party all night long. And by all night long, I mean until 9. But anyway, I know people make plans in the summer, so I'm going to probably keep talking about it periodically on this podcast, just so that you don't forget. But yeah, July 22nd, some amazing artists in a group show at my house with food. Special guest Robert Pratt. So many artists. It's just going to be a great time. So mark your calendar for that. Make sure you're here. And if I see you at FAB, it'll just make my day. I'm so pumped to talk podcasting, influencing, media training, media etiquette, what not to say when you're, being interviewed. These are real tools that people need. And I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Love you guys. It really, I truly mean it. I love you guys. The feedback. It never ceases to amaze me. Some of the people that listen to this podcast, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And thanks for taking the time. Because a lot of times I see or hear things, and I just think it to myself, how wonderful that was. But I'm now realizing, like, taking the time to actually send the message and say, hey, that was really great. Boy, that matters. So thanks for the inspiration. Love you all. I'll see you next week. I hope I see you at FAB. Yeah. Bye.